In the Bible, it says that something happens that he winds up cursing his grandson Canaan.
Remember
Right?
that? Remember that?
Remember, he curses his grandson Canaan?
Remember
Okay,
that?
fine. All right. So when he curses his grandson Canaan, he says, you're gonna be a slave for the rest of your life. So what happens? Well, of course, his sons all go in different directions of the earth to form their own, cities and so on. And then we find that Nimrod now is the king on the earth.
Who's Nimrod?
Right? You know who Nimrod is?
He's the one that shoot God.
Well, he's
He
the one who
wanted
is.
to.
That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to kill God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's, what did he know in those days? So, but anyway, he was the king. He was actually the first person to turn all of mankind against God, to actually rebel against God for the very first time. He's the one. Okay, so he winds up with a servant who is his right hand man. That's his best slave. So now he has to bless Abraham, right? We're now at the point where he blesses Abraham, right? Abraham is now getting ready to leave Ur, and then Nimrod commands all the kings to come and bring blessings to Abraham, right? Well, he not only gives riches to Abraham, he gives Abraham his best servant, okay? And his best servant's name was Eleazar. All right, so now Abraham has Eleazar, and Eleazar becomes Abraham's best slave, best servant, And of course, that it comes to the point where Abraham is old, and Abraham wants to bless, his son Yitzhak, right? And he says to Eleazar, do me a favor, since my son Yitzhak is the chosen son. He can't leave the borders here. But he tells Eleazar, I want you to go and I want you to find a wife for my son. So Eleazar leaves the borders and he goes, of course, we know, to the land of Laban, and he finds Rebecca.
Rebecca, right there.
Right? So he brings her back. Right? He brings her back. When he brings her back, Abraham had told him, if you find a wife, you do exactly what I'm saying, you find a wife, I will then give you your freedom. So he comes back with the wife and he has his freedom, because you don't hear about Eleazar anymore after that. He's gone from the Bible. He's not there. But the thing is that when he goes, now remember, Eleazar was first the right-hand man to Nimrod, right? He was the best slave that Nimrod had. Nimrod gives him to Abraham along with a bunch of riches as a gift, right? But now Eleazar is on his own, free. Well, Eleazar, with all those riches, starts another city, and he becomes the king of that city. And when he becomes the king of that city, interestingly enough, is called Bashan. And he winds up changing his name to Og. But wait a minute. So now let's go all the way back to Noah right now, right? Because Noah curses his grandson. So when he curses his grandson, it says, you are going to be a slave forever. The slave that wound up becoming the best slave that he could be, and got his name changed to Eleazar, it's Canaan.
Wow.
So now, wait a minute. So think about this. Since the time they get off the ark, forget about it before the ark, because that Canaan was alive before the ark. Okay, so before the ark he's alive. After the ark he's alive. Keep on going all the way till he becomes Og, and keep on going until Moses kills him as Og. How many years is that? And we say that who do they say Methuselah is the oldest? Methuselah is in recorded Torah, recorded history, he is the oldest. They didn't record him because he's not important. So Torah doesn't even mention him. It only mentions
That's more than that. Because that's way more than that.
Way more. It's way more. You know? So anyway, thought I'd share that with you so that you know the real story of Og. He's really Canaan.
So Og is Canaan,
Og is
and
Canaan.
it was Eliezer who changed his name.
And Nimrod changed Canaan's name to Eliezer.
Okay, but he was very tall. He was a
That's
giant.
because afterwards, when he was,
9
of
feet
course,
tall.
when he was with Abraham, he was serving Abraham, who was serving the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But he even prayed and said, you know, I'm going to pray to the God of my master. He never said, I'm going to pray to my God. When he was saying, you know, give me favor to find a wife. So the thing is, when he left, he started getting all nasty and ridiculous.